I'm Igor Kayfetz, and this is The List Building Lifestyle, a podcast for anyone who wants to build a wildly profitable email list working from home. If you'd like to make six figures, travel the world, and help people improve their lives in the process, then this podcast is for you. I also invite you to attend a free workshop at igor.ac, where I'm teaching how I made $21,779.25 in affiliate commissions by sending just 481 clicks to my affiliate link in one day. I'm also explaining why I walked away from ClickBank and I don't promote ClickBank offers anymore, as well as the 5 things I look for in the perfect affiliate offer. I'm even going to show you the one-page website that I used to make over $500,000 in affiliate commissions this year, and I'll even bribe you to attend this workshop by giving you a $497 value course that shows you how to cherry pick high-converting affiliate offers for your next affiliate promotion. In addition, I'll even give you the 3 offers I'm promoting right now that are making me money as we speak. All that and more at igor.ac. And now it's time to claim your list building lifestyle. Welcome back to another edition of the List Building Lifestyle with your host, Igor Kayfetz. Today, I'm hosting the author of The 7-Minute Millionaire, Mr. Tony Neumeyer. Did I pronounce that right?
Neumeyer, but close enough. That sounds
all
good,
right.
Igor.
Yeah, so people butcher my last name all the time, so I'm kind of like, I get a free pass every now and again. So, Tony, welcome to the List Building Lifestyle.
Thanks, Igor. Glad to be here. I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you and your audience.
Yeah, and one of the reasons why I invited you on the show is actually not because of your book, because I've discovered your book after I discovered you. I've actually seen you all over the place. It seems like you're everywhere, especially your affiliate machine funnel that I've been kind of seeing, pretty much on every affiliate marketing related website that I went to. So, I haven't heard your name ever before. I started looking into what you're doing, and it seems like you know exactly what you're doing, and it seems like you're also a big fan of solo ads.
A huge fan of solo ads. In my sort of online career, if you will, I've gone through a number of iterations and tried pretty much everything, followed a number of different gurus and so on. But I have to say that email and solo ads are the best way, in my experience, to build a quality list fast. No question about that.
Yeah, especially if you're just getting started, because just before the show started, we spoke, we touched on other traffic sources, and there is a vibe of complexity that's happening in the traffic business these days, right? There's very few simplistic methods that are left.
Absolutely true. And, one of the go-to things people like to talk about would be, Facebook. Everybody says, oh, well, you can get such targeted traffic with Facebook. Well, and while that's true, it is very difficult for the average person to get started and can be very, very expensive. And that's why I like solo ads, because not only are you getting quality targeted traffic, but these are people that if really are interested in what it is that you're after. One of the things that I found actually in the online, or I should say solo ad world, as much as I think it's the way to go for the person starting out, one of the things I think people have to be aware of is they do have to be a little bit careful, because you want to be sure of the source of your solo ads, because there are some people out there that are a little bit unscrupulous, even in the solo ad world. So, I think it's when we say just get started with solo ads, be sure that you know who your supplier of that traffic is, and I'm sure you would agree with that.
Absolutely. Just last month, we've dropped $40,000. We didn't just drop it, right? We kind of invested it over the course of a couple of months, but it was with the same source. And what we've discovered later on is that almost all of that traffic was fake. So even us, right, we're like the veterans in the business, and we not only buy solo ads, we sell them. Like even we get taken for a ride every now and again, and sometimes it can be on a big scale. So you definitely want to be watching out for the source, right? You got to be working with a source you can trust, and if you don't know how to trust, then definitely talk to your mentor or upline or your team or any part of a mastermind maybe that you're in, to make sure to get recommendations as to who you should be getting started with, because you could be getting started with a scammer, and that's going to cost you.
No, absolutely. And, one of the things that I like to tell people when I'm coaching them and getting them started with solo ads is build a relationship, get to know the provider. No, don't just randomly go out there and choose providers. Get to know the provider. Start, if you have the ability to actually talk with a person, which, sometimes, these providers really just want to talk via email, which is fine. But if you can really get to know the person and understand, and they get to know you, I think the chances of them sort of scamming you are become less as well, because then you're talking person to person as opposed to just filling in a form on a web form and giving them your credit card and clicking go.
Yeah, and this is a good idea. I've actually never heard anyone mention that before. When you connect with people on a personal level, you do tend to get better treatment, if you will. We've seen that across the board in many different kind of parts of our business, including the joint venture business, where, for example, I know the joint venture partner would mail a different portion of their list for me because we've got a good relationship with them. Now, obviously we can talk about solo ads for hours, and for the sake of simplicity, solo ads are as simple as going out there, buying them, and testing them. Now, I'd like to chat with you about the actual offers to promote with solo ads, because you've been, just like many of us, you've been a part of the recent, I would say, witch hunt, the biz up witch hunt, when, FTC started, shutting down companies we've all relied for income. However, it doesn't seem like you've been shaken or really just hit by that. You seem to be thriving anyway. So I wanted to get your take on what exactly do you promote these days, how you do it, and specifically, of course, your system, the affiliate machine system that we've been seeing all around.
Well, okay, so you've asked, I guess, a bit of a multi-part question there. So let me start with why I wasn't hit. You said you used that sort of word, if you will. One of the things that I strongly recommend is having more than one source of income, for one thing. And so you want to, when you're building your affiliate business, if you will, you don't just want to rely on one thing. And I think one of the problems that people will do is they just focus on just one source of their income. And as an affiliate, you want to have multiple streams. In fact, I would say even more so as a person building the Wi-Fi lifestyle, which is what I call it, and I also use another term called perpetual wealth. I like to teach people how to create income away from just their affiliate business. But I don't want to get too much into that right now. But I mean, I can if you'd like me to. But really, the important thing is to start to generate significant income from a variety of sources. And what I like to do is also have something that's as automated as possible. And so using my Your Affiliate Machine, if you go to youraffiliatemachine.com, I've got there a system where people can actually be up and running as an affiliate within about an hour, and it's all free. And so then from there, what I like to do is I teach people about affiliate marketing. I teach them, and I give them actually a number of different funnels that they can use that are proven to work. And so I don't know if I'm answering your question. I feel like I'm not fully giving you.
Yeah, I know it wasn't like the easiest question to answer, and that's on me. So let's break it down. The first part is you were a part of MOB, and when it got shut down, I've seen a wave of top earners just basically literally crash. They started going from one business opportunity to another, and it's been kind of messy, and then people were struggling. Now I'm looking at you. You're not struggling at all, and I believe one of the reasons is because you understand the fundamentals, right? You were able to figure out which offers are stable and convert and create recurring income, and you were able to market those offers and even put those offers together into a system and wrap them into a funnel. And one of the things I love doing is I love breaking down successful funnels or successful internet marketing systems. And the reason I think your system works so well and why it's so popular is because first off, it's free. Right, so nobody says no to free. It's one of the easiest things to quote unquote sell. The second thing is you're building around very stable income streams, and you're doing it in a way that's kind of like take me by the hand way. but without actually physically being there to take people by the hand. And I've seen this approach done before, and it seems to work every single time, only if it's executed really well, right? When the person that's executing it knows what they're doing, and you obviously seem like you know what you're doing. So to answer the first part of the question, you did answer that. Why you didn't get hit? Because you've had multiple streams of income, and we know that, you know, we've been chatting about this, how you've got both online income streams as well as offline income streams. And in addition, the reason the the affiliate machine, the youraffiliatemachine.com funnel works so well is because it gives people exactly what they want. A very quick and easy way to get started with affiliate marketing within less than 1 hour.
Exactly, and that's the thing. And in fact, once they get the first couple of emails from me, I actually show them how to have multiple sources of income right from that affiliate funnel right there as well. So really, in a matter of 24, 48 hours, they can be up and running with more than one stream of income themselves. So it's really fantastic.
Yes, and what I'd like to add to that is that having more than one stream of income is important not only for the sake of the stability of your business, but also because I don't think that if you only have one stream of income, you'll ever be able to sustain paid advertising, even if it's something as low cost as solo ads.
I agree, and that's absolutely true, because you never know where your audience is at that particular time. I mean, everybody, somebody may be looking at affiliate marketing brand new. Somebody may be an experienced affiliate marketer and needs a different level of training, or a different idea, a different support level. And so, by offering people different avenues or different products, if you will, even, you meet them where they are. And I think that's really the important thing as well. You want to develop your avatar and know who your customer is, but at the same time, you want to focus on that person while offering more than just to that single person, if you know what I mean by that.
Yo, it's Igor. If you're loving the content, hop on over to listbuildinglifestyleshow.com for more free training and a free transcript of this episode. Oh, and I'd really appreciate if you logged into iTunes and rated the show. It really helps. Thanks. Yeah, absolutely. So what you're referring to is the customer journey rather than seeing customers as a binary thing, right? Exactly. So in other words, a lot of times people, and I know this because people buy traffic from us. So like they think that there's like a place where we hold all the buyers, that, the people that actually are sitting there waiting with their credit card in hand to buy something. What customers often tend to kind of fail to realize is that every single prospect, when they begin their journey with you, there's a spectrum to their willingness to buy and their awareness as to what you're selling. And this is the best way I've seen this described was in Michael Masterson's book called Leads, where he breaks it down into 4 stages of awareness, where it starts off with somebody who's being absolutely clueless and simply, is aware of a desire or a dream. Then, we're talking about somebody who's just aware of a problem they've got and they want to solve it. Then we've got somebody who's already doing research about the particular solutions in the marketplace. And then the 4th level, which is the level you really want to get them to, is somebody who's aware of your solution and is asking themselves the question, should I buy this or not? And when you think about your leads or customers or traffic that way, regardless of where it's coming from, be it Facebook, be it solo ads, be it YouTube or anything else, then you start treating these customers differently and you start building your funnels in a way that starts accommodating to pretty much every form, every type of customer. And, to further develop on this, Dean Jackson actually talks about customers on your list, right? He talks specifically about the list, and he says that every 90 days there's a cycle. And that, the people who kind of stepped into your list 90 days ago but didn't buy, some of them will be ready in 90 days time. So every 90 days or so, he's like doing a promo or doing something to cherry pick the ones who are ready.
No, absolutely. Yeah. And that makes a lot of sense. It's funny you mentioned Michael Masterson, because his real name and his pen name is Michael Masterson. His real name is Mark Ford. And he's built a massive company and organization. He's a brilliant marketer. He's in a social club that I belong to out of New York. And so we sort of rub shoulders every once in a while. So it's funny. He's a good guy, really good guy.
Yeah, he's amazing. I just finished rereading his book, Ready, Fire, Aim,
Yes.
which I believe anyone who's selling anything ever or building any kind of business in any industry whatsoever is absolutely, you have to read. It's like, for me, it's like the Bible, right? People refer to Think and Grow Rich as their mindset Bible. I think in terms of business Bibles, I think that's the book.
Yeah, no, absolutely agree. It's a great one. Now, I'm actually hoping that people start to think of my book, The 7-Minute Millionaire, as the mindset Bible, but I'm not quite there yet. I'm not up there with Napoleon Hill, which I love that book. I've read it so many times. So it's one of the books actually that helped take me from my devastating bankruptcy back in my early 20s to where I am today. So it's a great book also.
Interesting. How does one recover from bankruptcy?
Well, I have to say it was the monetary aspect of it was probably the easier part. It was the mental aspect of it to me that was the hardest, because my mom had always taught us kids, pay your bills on time, pay your credit cards off every month. She actually owned a collection agency, so. Going bankrupt was mentally devastating and financially devastating as well. But you can make money back. It was really getting my head on straight that took me. It took me a few years to really get my mindset back to where I felt that I was worthy of being successful again. And it was a real estate collapse that. Much like happened in 2008, I went from selling real estate to developing real estate, and I got hit with the market crash, and I owed $1.5 million after everything was sold, and basically I was I had no money, I had no way of paying it back, and I was in my 20s, and one of the crazy things is that people actually lent me that much money. That was that's actually laughable when I think about it. A kid in their early 20s and the banks gave me that much money, but anyway, they did. And so it really was a matter of soul searching, getting my head back on straight, starting to do some reading, getting, one of the biggest things that I did actually, and this is something I think that maybe your listeners can really, I hope, learn from, and that is get into a quality mastermind. And, I went from basically not being able to do, I had a couple of jobs, one at 7-Eleven, one in the kitchen at the hospital. And it was one day I said, I got to get back to where I was. And I got back into selling real estate. And one of the things I did right away was a group of us formed a mastermind. And we got together, and just so people understand, a mastermind can be informal or formal. This one was, call it semi-formal, in the sense that we all decided we were going to study a particular book, and it was a mindset book, and it was Born Rich by Bob Proctor. And we studied that, and we went to one of his live events, and we all got our head on straight, and just all of us working together in that way, and then additionally sharing with each other some of the physical aspects of doing business that were working, made us all successful. And so that was really, to me, one of the keys. It was first off doing some really, reading some quality books and getting my head back on, getting my, mentally back in shape. And then from there, working on some physical aspects. And if you think of it in the online world, and that could be working with some people on a Facebook group, or it could be hiring a mentor. I mean, I've been part of $20,000 masterminds where we all get together and we talk once a month or every few weeks, and then we physically meet, and we really get our heads in, and we share, and it's for the betterment of everybody. There's enough room out there for everybody to be successful that wants to be successful and that puts their mind to it. And so I strongly recommend that people find a good coach, find a good mentor, work with a team of people that you can all learn and help each other grow. I mean, that's how I did it. And from there, the money just came. I went on to earn millions of dollars in real estate, built a multi-million-dollar business in the nutrition world, earned over $7 million there, and then went on to do other things as well. So it's totally doable if you work with the right people and you work together as a team.
Yeah, so just like Napoleon Hill says, right, the power of the mastermind. Although in the book he talks about masterminding with President Lincoln rather than, having a room full of real people. But yeah, obviously, guys, you don't have to go and buy a $20,000 ticket into a mastermind. But you definitely want to surround yourself with people who are at least one step ahead of you when it comes to money, or when it comes to marketing, when it comes to selling or business development, right? You definitely want to be surrounded by people who think on a different level, so they can elevate you with them. All right, cool. So we touched on traffic. We spoke about your recovery from the mob crash and how you didn't really need to recover because you were just fine. We spoke about your affiliate machine funnel, some of the mindset habits and how you recovered from bankruptcy. So just before we wrap up, I just want to remind everyone that you've got a free funnel they can use, right? The free funnel they can use to build their list and to build themselves an affiliate income at youraffiliatemachine.com. We're also, correct me if I'm wrong, giving away some free funnels featuring Robert Kiyosaki and a bunch of other really famous people.
Yeah, Tony Robbins, Robert Kiyosaki, and I show people how they can utilize those to ethically hack the traffic of Robbins and Kiyosaki and others online, so that they can go and build their business. But solo ads is really, to me, the best of the best. And it's the simplest way to build a business and build a list quickly.
All right, so guys, you heard the man. It's youraffiliatemachine.com if you would like to check out the free funnel. It takes about an hour to set it all up. Make sure to visit it from your desktop computer, not from your mobile phone, because that will give you actually a much easier access to the funnel, as well as a much easier time setting the whole thing up. And just before we wrap up, Tony, maybe some wisdom. Maybe if I asked you, what would you tell yourself, I don't know, 5 years ago or 10 years ago, if you could go back in time and meet yourself back in time and say, okay, so this is the number one piece of advice I would give myself 5 years ago.
Find some people that you can that you associate with, that you can trust, that you can learn from, so that you can develop your business to the level that you want. Understand that this business, the online world, is doable for anybody that really wants to do it and learn it. And just keep on keeping on. I mean, keep on, figuring it out and learning it for yourself, and finding those people that you want to work with, so that you can be as successful as you want to be.
All right. So, guys, if you want to get more advice from Tony, you can go to youraffiliatemachine.com to have your own affiliate funnel for free. Or you can go to Amazon.com and search for 7-Minute Millionaire and grab a copy of Tony's book, where he talks more about how he recovered from bankruptcy, the mindset habits he got, the daily routines he's going through, and other principles that govern his life today that we all learn to refer to as success habits or success principles. So, Tony, thank you so much for investing the time to chat about list building, solo ads, affiliate marketing, success, bankruptcies, MOB, and other really interesting things that seem to only interest people like you and me, and not people in the real world. And until next time we chat, have a good one. Thank you for listening to the List Building Lifestyle. Get access to previous episodes, the transcription of today's show, as well as other exclusive content at listbuildinglifestyleshow.com. Also, don't forget to claim your free seat at the workshop I'm hosting this week, where I showed the two-step system that made me the top affiliate for people like Matt Basak, John Crestani, Richard Legg, Michael Cheney, and many, many others. In fact, on this workshop, I'm going to show you the exact approach I take whenever I promote an affiliate offer, the exact offers I promote, as well as how I was able to make over $500,000 in commissions using my small list of just 18,000 people promoting a weird type of product that almost no one else promotes. All that is yours at igor.ac. So go ahead, claim your seat right now, and I'll see you there.